Just waiting for people to arrive. But this is my first time using these shadow boxes, so I'm gonna just play around. Let's see how these work. Okay, I think they are okay. A wardrobe malfunction is very high, Chris. A wardrobe malfunction is very likely in this dress, so I'm going to sit very still. What do you think of the lighting? I'm using the shadow boxes. Hi, everybody. Okay, good. So I got caught up in the Love Island hype last season, for the last American season, the last USA version. And then I started to watch the British versions. I was born in England. There's just something about the British sense of humor that I get. It clicks with me. It makes me laugh. So I watched the British versions. And I took a break because I don't like to binge watch TV. I don't like to watch TV every day. But I'm hearing a lot about this girl, Huda, on the current season of Love Island. She's Palestinian. And there's a lot of chatter about her personality on the show. And from what I've seen, that's an Arab girl. Like, that's a very Middle Eastern Arab girl. Like, that's all I can surmise so far about her behavior. I haven't observed any of her interactions yet with the girls or the guys, but the little snippets I've seen on social media are very on brand for a young Arab woman. So I don't know. I'm gonna watch, and I'm gonna maybe give some feedback later on, like, perceptions of Middle Eastern women in American media. I think it might be interesting. Hi, everybody. Hi, Paul. Hi, Fred. Hi, Chris. Hi, Anthony. Thank you for joining me. This is a newer dress, and it's very prone to malfunction, so I'm gonna try to stay as still as possible. But I really like this dress. It's a very unique dress. I like it a lot, so I wanted to wear this one today. But yeah, I've been, so I'm part of a YouTube program where I have a partner manager, something manager, and there's a lot of, there's like an academy behind the scenes. So a lot of YouTube creators get support from YouTube by inviting them to join like little pods. And so I'm part of like a pod. My program manager is based out in LA. And so far it's been great. You know, I am learning a lot, and it helps you take the whole process a lot more. It's like a YouTube academy. Like they bring you in and they teach you everything you need to know to get your channel like running at a professional pace. So it's like an academy. But I've been very anxious or nervous about like introducing myself to other creators, because most people are creating pretty PG content while I'm out here talking about my dating life. But there is a creator on YouTube. Her name is Toronto Unicorn, and she talks about a lot of the same stuff I do. So I was thinking of reaching out to her and asking her if she'd want to like do a podcast or just sit down and talk, and then we could share our experiences and then share it with you guys here on YouTube. Because the hot tub, I forgot. I forgot the hot tub. I forgot that idea. I forgot. Do you want to go down there? I would have to change my outfit. Do you want to go down to the hot tub? I totally forgot. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. But yeah, maybe maybe I will reach out to her. Darn it, I totally forgot about the hot tub. It's been a rough couple days. So maybe I'll go on tomorrow afternoon. Maybe I'll do a live tomorrow afternoon where I'm in the hot tub. So what's going on? What's going on with everybody? I could get in it now. Hold on. Let's go to the hot tub. I hope it's not cold. I didn't check it. I completely forgot. Okay. Number one, it's cold, and number two, there's frogs in there. freaking frog. Oh. Come on, you little monsters. I saw 2 tadpoles. There. You saw him? It is not hot. The hot tub is not hot. Okay, well, now the hot tub guy is gonna have to come and shock the hot tub. Well, I tried. I did try. Here's the you see, I have it at like should be kind of warm, but it's not. No, I'm not gonna go in there. It's too cold. But I tried. I did try. Heater could be out. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Because at that dial, it should be somewhat warm. I try not to have it too hot in the summer, but it's somewhat warm so that it can be enjoyable to go in. But yeah, you're probably right. Maybe that's why my electricity bill has been somewhat manageable this summer. Anyway, I'm still in my bikini. Can I still wear the swimsuit? I'm not gonna change now. Oof, it's so hot out. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. Oof. I guess I can just still wear it. Thank you, Rich. Here, let me, so I'm not showing too much skin. Okay. I tried. Hot tub was cold. It had frogs in it. And now that's something else on the to-do list to attend to. But thank you for reminding me about that. How they got in there. You know, it's happened. I know it's happened. It's happened before. The frogs will lay eggs in the hot tub. I've seen it before. Okay, so what's new? Anyone want to share any updates, any details, anything going on? I got these new softbox lights. So that's fun. That's my kind of fun nowadays. Oof. Now my mind is on the hot tub. I gotta tell my guy to come clean Well, here I am on YouTube in a bikini top. All bikinied up, nowhere to go. What else? What else? Oh, wait. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm just not going to bother changing now until I go off. One more sleep till hump day. Yeah. One more sleep till everything. What else? Are you guys watching any good TV shows? Anything noteworthy? Read any good books? Travel anywhere special? Mm. Oh. Younger guys or older guys? Younger guys. Definitely younger guys. I could wear a shirt with that top off and swimsuit still on. I'm comfortable for now. I'll hang out another 10 minutes. But I didn't lie. There is a hot tub and I did try. So I just completely forgot. I would have checked earlier the temperature. I just completely blanked. Sleep in this? No, I don't think so. Is there a heat wave happening across the United States? It's like, it was actually really nice tonight. I went for a walk before coming on here and it was really breezy and nice. A small heat wave, yeah. Thank you for the compliment on my necklace. This is a symbol of ancient Persia. So you'll see a lot of Iranians wear something like this. It's a symbol of their respect and cultural connection to Iran pre-Islam. And this is Ahura Mazda, which is a symbol of Zoroastrianism, which was the first monotheistic religion in recorded history. And Persians wear this as a, symbol of their regard for that era of Persian history. I live in Miami, Florida. Do the terms MILF Cougar offend you if someone was to call you that? I have heard mixed reactions from women to those terms, so interested to hear your perspective. I like MILF. I don't have a problem with MILF. I remember hearing MILF for the first time in the movie American Pie, and I thought it was hysterical. And Stifler's mom was fabulous, and I never thought that being a MILF would be a bad thing. A cougar, the problem I have with cougar is that it denotes that the woman is on the prowl for a cub, like a cub. A cub is an animal that has not weaned itself off its mother. So for a cougar to be in pursuit of a cub, even if we're using it in a social context, denotes that the woman is on the prowl and hunting younger guys. I find that to be overwhelmingly, like 80% of the time, not the case. It's the younger guys hunting down the older women. I know women who have a preference for younger men, but I don't see those women pursuing younger men as aggressively or frequently as I see younger men pursuing older women. So, MILF doesn't bother me. Cougar and cub bothers me for that reason. I don't know what do you call a younger man who's very into older women? Do you call them a cub? Like, what do you call that guy? What do you call a guy who's very into older women? I think that's just what it should be settled as. You're welcome, Clint. Paul Manning, I've been watching your videos. You're a very charming and alluring woman. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So what do you call a younger guy who's into older women aggressively and pursues them? You call them a cub? We don't call them cubs. What do we call them? We don't have a name for that. But we have a name for women who date younger men. Cougar. A cop. You can call me whatever you like. Okay. Exactly. It's a very like American thing to label that, whereas a boy toy. Okay, so there's boy toys, which is kind of like a younger guy that you can play with, right? Then there's playboys. There's men of a certain status who just enjoy a certain type of lifestyle, and they're usually bachelors. We used to call them playboys. Then there were Casanovas. Casanovas were men whose hobby was to charm women. And then before that, there were men, you used to call that type of guy a rake. R-A-K-E, a rake, was a word used like in 17 and 1800s England to describe a man who aggressively pursued women. And at that time, it wasn't about age. It was just women in general, because you had single older women who had a lot of money and who could spoil a guy like that, and you had younger women who were probably a bit more gullible and fell in love faster. But now the most popular terminology is, for an older woman dating a younger man, is cougar, cub. But there's plenty of younger guys just hitting on older women all the time. All the younger guys I've hooked up with have hit on me. They hit on me. I did not hit on them. And I prefer that. I prefer to be hit on. Would I date a cop? Yeah, I would date a cop. Why wouldn't I date a cop? I've dated all types of guys. I've dated entrepreneurs, I've dated trust fund babies, I've dated tech guys. I've dated um, all types, all types. What would I do if I got arrested? Call my attorney. I'm preoccupied by the hot tub. I do think that the heater is broken. Oh well. Shit breaks. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? It's Tuesday. Cub hunting, cougar hunting, cougar hunting. The Prophet Muhammad was an ordinary guy until he married a very wealthy older woman. And then he used her money to fund the army that spread his gospel. Would I accept if offered to be flown out? Flown out to where? Dubai? No. I can get to Dubai on my own. I have family there. I have no interest in going to Dubai. But I don't think that's what Adidas P is implying. Can make that hot tub a pool right now. Did you see the brick? Did you see the brick around the hot tub? You'd have to rip up the brick. You'd have to go into the hot tub. There's definitely a leak in there. There's a leak in the hot tub, like in the, down there somewhere. It's been patched up over and over and over again. You'd have to repair the leak and then get permits to dig and build and all that stuff. It's a nice idea. What's in North Carolina? What's there to do in North Carolina? So yeah, I have thought about how that could be a pool, like a nice mini pool, but it's a mission, and clearly I don't have the energy for it. Yeah. It's a cool looking necklace. Okay, I'm gonna get going. I don't have that much energy today, I'm sorry. The hot tub thing really dragged me down. Hot tub's broken. I think I'm gonna go. I appreciate you asking me to stay, but I'm gonna get going. Hugs. Hugs, Chris. TWC. I chat more on my other platform. I know I don't push it much, but that's there. If you ever want to chit chat more, because it's easier to chat. Like it's a website on my phone, so I just open it and I can just chit chat, but I can't chit chat. There's no chatting function on YouTube. Like I can respond to comments, but there's no chatting function. So I'll let you guys know when I'm coming back on. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your time.